everybody, and welcome to another Female Filmmaker Friday. This month I am answering a question from one of you guys, and I also wanted to say a super special thank you to my patrons over at patreon.com/KateHackett. Your support makes these videos possible, but it also makes it possible for me to give you weekly Female Filmmaker Friday updates. If this interests any of you guys, if you want to throw a couple bucks in, get a tip jar going, whatever, you can visit patreon.com/KateHackett. So this month, one of my questions comes from one of my patrons, which is really exciting and an awesome way to make sure that your questions do get answered. So Bree asks, what are some film roles you will never leave out on your future sets, perhaps because you've had to work without them before? So beyond the bare minimum, which is really your actor and a director, what other roles are there on set that you absolutely need to fill? And I would say sound and DP. Sound is really important because it elevates the entire production. You can tell very quickly when sound was not a consideration. DP helps because that person can allow your director to just direct instead of watching the shots or being overly concerned with setting stuff up. They also sometimes come with a camera and equipment, and that's always... When I hire my DPs and my sound guys, I try very hard to make sure that they're women. These aren't roles that women typically get hired to do, so if I can do that, that's awesome. The next person that I want on set as an actress is hair and makeup. I am not comfortable doing it myself, and as an actor, being comfortable on camera, being vulnerable on camera is really important, so I don't really want to be thinking about like, what does my hair look like? What does my makeup look like? These aren't things I know a lot about, so I would rather pay somebody and have them do it for me versus be constantly in my head about it. This is a great thing to ask your actors. For me, it opens me up so much more to the work, and that's really important. At this point, everything else is a wish list. If you are a micro or no budget, this is your crew. It's your skeleton. Go for it. If you do have friends who are willing to help out or a couple of extra bucks, it's a great idea to assess what you're weak at and try to hire or steal someone to fill those roles. Production design is my next person that I would want to make sure we have on board. It is something you can do, like looking in the camera, you can kind of finesse it if you are no budget, but if you have a couple dollars, I really recommend getting someone who does this professionally. Take a look at this still from The Long Dig, and then take a look at this still from Not a Plan. That's the one I did, so you get it. When I am working bare bones, I wind up doing all of the line producing, which is budget stuff. We AD ourselves, which is like keeping ourselves on time and making sure that we take meal breaks and so on. We gaff ourselves, which is lighting. We clothe ourselves, so we provide our own costumes. And these teammates are not required in order to make something, but God, it's so much easier when you have a bunch of people behind you. It really does depend what your scope is, like how big is this project. A comedy that you're shooting in your apartment does not require 80 people. A 2-year-long television show does. I have done both. I have done a huge production with Classic Alice. I have done a huge production with The Long Dig. It's a sci-fi short. We needed all of those people. And I've also done little itty bitty baby things that really didn't require much more than someone to shoot it and someone to be in it. So to conclude, you need an actor, a director, sound, DP or camera, makeup is great, hair, and then from there, you need to decide what you're not good at and bring someone in to help you with that. So that is it. Those are the people that I would make sure I definitely have on set with me. Let me know if you disagree or if you have other people that you're like, no, they're so important, you left them out, because I maybe did. And if you like this, make sure to swing over to patreon.com/KateHackett, where I do Female Filmmaker Friday work every week. And if you want to see more, that's the place to do it. Okay, bye guys.